The PFA team of the season 2025 was out yesterday. Different players from different club sides in the English Premier League made the list under in the PFA team of the season. There was also some notable absentees. I can tell you, to me, I think there was some notable absentees, players that should have been there in the list, that should have made it standard to the PFA team of the season, but their name was not there, so they wasn't included. I think when I say notable absentees, I mean players that I expected to be there. Now, let's take a look at the names of the players that made the PFA team of the season. Number one, of course, I wasn't surprised that Nottingham Forest Marcellus made the list. He's the number one goalkeeper selected in the list. Marcellus had a great season with Nottingham Forest last season. I think he is the joint best goalkeeper alongside David Raya of Arsenal. So David Raya, I think I was given the hand gloves and the golden gloves as the best goalkeeper of the season in the English Premier League. So then Marcel being selected in the PFA team of the season, I think he deserved it because he did very well. He performed exceedingly well for Nottingham Forest last season, so he deserved to be in the list too. Then in the defensive position, you have Arsenal's duo of William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes. They both of them, of course, these players have been consistently playing very well for Arsenal. Of course, William Saliba has been a standard. This is the 3 consecutive season has been nominated or selected as standard in the PFA team of the season. So he made it also this time around. Then Liverpool's captain Virgil van Dijk also made the list. Then Milos of Bournemouth, now who is playing for Liverpool, also made the list. Then when I talk about standard notable absentees, I think Marc Cucurella, Chelsea's Marc Cucurella, should have been in the list, honestly. Milos was a fantastic player for Bournemouth last season before joining Liverpool this season. But I can tell you with what Marc Cucurella his contribution to Chelsea. I mean, the way he played for Chelsea last season, I think he deserves to be in the list ahead of Milos. I can tell you that's my own personal opinion, but I think I'm right. Marc Cucurella should have been in the list ahead of Milos. Then in the midfield position, we have Arsenal's Declan Rice, Liverpool's Ryan Gravenberch, Liverpool Mac Allister. Of course, two players of Liverpool. Mac Allister, Ryan Gravenberch also made the list. Then Declan Rice of Arsenal. Then up front we have Mohamed Salah and Alexander Isak. Of course, Alexander Isak was not present during the ceremony because he's just trying to figure out his future with Newcastle United. He wasn't present at the ceremony last time. Then Chris Wood of Nottingham Forest made the list ahead of Erling Haaland. That is why I said there is no notable absentees. Erling Haaland, to me, I think Erling Haaland should be in the list ahead of Chris Wood. That's my own personal view because if you compare both of them, even though Nottingham Forest and Chris Wood is playing for Nottingham Forest, that is not as big as Manchester City. Even Chris Wood contributed very well. He played, scored a lot of goals for Nottingham Forest. But I can tell you, Erling Haaland should have been in the list ahead of Chris Wood. I think these things are based on your performance, not based on sentiments. And I think if it is these players are selected based on what they contributed, their contribution for their respective clubs, I think Erling Haaland should have been there ahead of Chris Wood. Now, if you think that it's also players that they are absent, just as I rightly said, notable absentees, to me, if there is to you watching me,